You can tell that you're on that path in any moment in time because it feels fun or it feels like a good idea. It feels interesting to you. And you can feel when you're not on the path because you're worried or trying to fix something or trying to figure something out or trying too hard or blowing out your regulators. You're not on the path when you feel dis-ease, and you're on the path when you feel ease. You're not on the path when you feel anger, and you are on the path when you feel love. If you can let the path for just a little while, not try to make it a visual thing that you see. Let it be something that you feel. So, I feel good. Felt good to make the decision to come and see Abraham. That felt good. Felt good to think the thoughts I was thinking. Felt good to light up in a way that Abraham called me forward. Feels good to have this clarification. Doesn't feel good to not know exactly what to do next. Don't need to know what to do next. That feels better. In other words, just kind of feel your way along. Feel your way along. Don't be so afraid to make a mistake. Don't be so afraid to be misunderstood by others who care less than they pretend anyway. Don't try to fit in with the world that is confused. Know that your inner being knows your path. And then you show yourself what it feels like when you are in this moment on the path. And then string as many of those in this moment on the path moments together as you can. But, most important, when you find yourself in a moment when you're pretty sure you're not on the path because you don't feel good, don't beat up on yourself for not being on the path because that throws you really off the path. Instead, say, oh, this is good. It's good to know when I'm on the path and when I'm not on the path. Esther loves those little bumps along the edge of the road because every now and again when she's sort of lazy in her driving and she gets over there a little bit, she likes that those rumble strips remind her that she could focus herself back into her lane. She doesn't go off the deep end. She doesn't have a meltdown. Oh my God, what was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. I'm not a good driver. I can't control my car. I don't know what to do. My car's out of control. I don't know what to do. You know what to do? Get off the rumble strips.
So I have one more question. As I've been meditating, sometimes when I'm going through life, suddenly I will just start feeling this feeling mainly across my arms and chest, and it's not really a tingle as much as it is sort of a lightening of everything. Like
what it is your conscious awareness of your inner being's expression in your body. It's you feeling the moment through the eyes of Source. And that's the feeling that we were encouraging you to find in meditation. And when you find it in your waking state or your moving state, even better.
And my head starts to do this bobbing thing, like I'm saying yes, but it's uncontrolling. That's the inner being.
You're tuned in. And then put some emotional description around it. It feels really good. I feel clarity. I feel well-being. I feel all is wellness. I feel confidence. I really feel secure. I feel an eagerness. In other words, let yourself sort of milk that moment so that you consciously acknowledge it. That's how you bridge beliefs. That's how you come to own that feeling. And the more of those moments you have, then the more that's who you are, until you've got that stability all the time, no matter what's going on around you. So you don't need outside environment to behave in a certain way because you've got your internal alignment that is holding you steady under all conditions.
So then when I'm in that state, then all of those things that I've put into the vortex, all of those desires, then those will just sort of automatically be revealed to me as to what direction I go.
All of those things are already being revealed to you. The revelations are happening all day, every day. The realization is more likely when you feel like that. The revelation is always happening. Your inner being always knows what your path of least resistance is and is revealing it. But when you feel like that, or when you feel happy or frisky or you're having fun or any other number of things that indicate alignment, now you are in a state where you are more likely to realize. You receive the impulse and you offer it. But we don't want you to turn this into some rigid study of how to tune in and therefore behave, because you really are not puppets. We just want you to realize that when you get tuned in, the impulses take you to more and more open places. These are the words we'd like you to hear. The more fun you're having, the more on your path you are. The more fun you're having, the more love you're having. And so don't complicate it by trying to isolate it and all of that. That is a good thing to do in meditation. But you see, in meditation, You're not driving a car. You're not even trying to walk down the street. In meditation, you really can let your physical faculties just be not active while you allow your inner vision to be dominant. After a while, you'll get so good at this that your inner vision will mesh so perfectly with your physical. That's what is happening to Esther in this moment. In this moment, Esther is fully inhabited by non-physical energy who are calling all the shots about the movement of her physical body. In other words, everything that is happening here, every movement, the way we're stretching her muscles, everything that we're doing is in our desire to communicate with you, is we're offering it, and Esther is in a state of allowing it to be. But there isn't anything that is outside the things that she usually does. We're not flying around the room. We're not suspending in the air. We're offering impulses, and Esther is translating them in this comfortable way. And you all are too. Athletes do that all day, every day. As they use the things that they've practiced and their belief in their ability to hit the basket or receive the pass or whatever it is, depending on the sport, when they get tuned in, tapped in, turned on, so that they allow their inner being to utilize their well-practiced vessel, then they have really good timing and intuition. They can sense what's happening with the rest of the minds that are going on. But it is a rare moment in time when a basketball team or a football team or a soccer team or any group of people are all so in sync with their inner being that they are operating from one mind. When they do that, and you see it in moments in time, you see a sequence of events where it is as if they are all operating from one mind. And the people on the team are the individual components that are receiving the impulse at the perfect time. But usually it is some other form of chaos where they are also individual, that they are just doing their best not to get in each other's way. And then every now and again, there'll be some superstar that hooks up with source energy and does amazing things, but he usually does not involve the rest of his team, because he doesn't find them cooperative components very much of the time. It takes a really interesting group of people to be willing to let go of their egotistical desire to be the one that shines and be a cooperative component in a team where source energy is responding to everyone, and then the team plays happily together. Well, you are a part of a magnificent team. The human race and the flora and the fauna, all of what's going on your planet is extraordinary. And when you tune into your inner being will offer you the impulses so that you will never be a disadvantage to anyone, while at the same time you will receive all of the advantages that you've been asking for. Getting tuned in is a wonderful thing. So, in the beginning, don't worry about the other cooperative components. You just focus upon how well integrated you are with your own inner being. Yeah.
My work is to feel happy every day, to feel good, have joy.
Your work is to consciously recognize what your inner being knows about this moment in time and this moment in time and this moment in time. Your work is to accept that your inner being listened to you and heard what you said and knows what you want and has lined it all out and knows a clean path and a clear shot to the most joyful unfolding of whatever it is you want. And your work is to prepare yourself constantly for the reception of the impulse of timing in any moment in time. And you know what? Sometimes your inner being will lead you right into contrast so that you can launch more rockets. So when you stop negatively judging yourself and instead see yourself as an extension of source energy who is joyfully here to co-create with others, then it's all fun. Esther said to a new friend that she met yesterday as they were sitting for long periods of time together, "I can't think of anything I'd rather be doing right now, can you?" And her new friend looked at her. And Esther said, "I mean, really, we're having really good conversations, and it's really a comfortable space, and I've never felt any more eager about life, and I'm on my way to something really fun to do." Her new friend was too. Every moment in time could feel like that to you. I can't think of anything I'd rather be doing than mining this moment for the evidence of my well-being and expansion. Can you? I can't think of anything more fun than to be in tune with Source, who knows everything that's going on and who's guiding me to the most fun and the most clarity and the most value for me and others. Can you? What difference does it make where we are when we've got that going on?
And then the rest unfolds.
Everything unfolds all the time. All the time. All the time. Really good conversation. Yeah?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.